Are you hungry? Because if so, you're in the right place. Today, we're making the only potato mash recipe you'll ever need.
Give me something good.
Hi, and welcome to another episode of Görgött. As you heard, potato mash, mashed potatoes. It's not a puree, although you can make it into a puree. A puree is finer, and I'll show you at what stage you would need to do something different. But before we have a look at the ingredients, do me the huge favor, if you're not a subscriber to the channel yet, hit the subscribe button and check the bell icon. Like that, you get notification every Tuesday when a new episode comes out. But now, let's have a look at the board. Obviously, potato mash, we need potatoes. These are, what do you call it, floury potatoes. I have a kilo of them. We have some cream, 200 grams. We have 200 grams of unsalted butter. We have salt. We have nutmeg, black pepper, and something that my mom always used and that can never be missing in one of my potato mashes is some MSG, so make shit good. In this case, the Swiss version Aromat. And we have lemon. That's like a secret ingredient. Well, two secret ingredients. And MSG is not dangerous for you. It's a natural product. First thing we have to do is peel our potatoes. I'm not going to show you that. Cut them up in smaller pieces. The smaller, the quicker they will cook. And next time I will see you, this will be the induction plate with a pot of water on it and potatoes in there. So see you in a bit. As you can see, our potatoes are in. There's about a liter of water in there, maybe a little bit more. So you can almost do 1-to-1, the weight of the unpeeled potatoes to water. And we need about 30 grams of salt. Like that. And now we're going to bring this first to a boil and then down to a simmer. Now we basically have the boil, so we'll turn it down because we just want it to simmer. This will take about 25 minutes now until they're done. It could vary depending on the size of your potatoes, the type of your potatoes, but just check them with a knife. But I'll see you when they're done. So I've turned this off. I'll just show you. This is how I normally try. Small knife like this, stick it in, no resistance, done. I'll get rid of the water. If you don't want to do it this way, you can always put it through like a strainer. Shake it a bit. You want to get as much water out as possible. I will let them stand there and steam off a bit. Now this is the point, once they're steamed off a bit, that you would, if you want to make a puree, like a really fine puree, you pass them through, don't know what that was. You pass them through, it's like a steel net. It's a steel rimmed thing. You might have seen me use it before. It's down in the cellar, so I can't show you. And there's a very fine mesh on it. And you pass it through there to make it really fine. But we're making mashed potatoes today, so we're going to hand mash them. But we'll wait a little bit, let them steam off a bit. I'll see in a minute or two. So they're steamed off enough, and we're going to attack this twofold. You see I turned around here to have some more space. We're going to warm up our cream. Not boil it, but just get it warm. And we put our butter in here, cold butter. That will melt from the heat of the potatoes and the pot. And this is my trusted mashed potato maker. And now you just mash as long, as fine as you want. And I'll see you once we're done that, because that's quite boring to watch. You see we're almost there. That's warm, so we can turn that off. And this is the point where I like to pre-season a bit. So a bit of salt. Now I prefer black pepper, but you can use white pepper. Or no pepper. Same with nutmeg. It's not necessary, but I like it in there. Not too much though. Rather too little at the beginning and add more. And some of our trusted Swiss MSG. And we continue mixing or mashing. You can also use it as a mixer like this. And this is where I want it, but it will still have pieces in there, so if you're looking for something finer, you need to put them through a mesh. Now we're going to add this, but I'm going to get rid of this and get a spoon, or even better, a spatula. We just pour the cream in there. And I'll get rid of the plate. And we'll just work in the cream. Don't rush it, don't be too hasty, because you kind of release too much starch. Oh, this is so good. It's not low calorie, for sure, but it will be the best mashed potatoes you'll ever have, or potato puree, if you decide to make them finer. But I love it like this, it's a bit rustical. Fits perfect with like Swedish meatballs, or a nice piece of fish, or what I did here, which is a Swedish fast food classic, halv special, or korv med mos. I'll put the link there. Check that out if you like hot dogs and mashed potatoes, or potato puree. So it's time to give it a try, to see where we are. So nice and creamy. We need more salt, a bit more nutmeg, and our secret ingredient, our lemon. Another 2 pinches. And you don't need a lot of lemon juice, but it will make a world of difference. Like that. Just to get a little bit of acidity in there. It will really lift your potatoes, or your mashed potatoes. As you can see, it's a lot of lumps, but I enjoy that, the small lumps. Give it another try. This is so good. I could eat just this and nothing else. I would probably be even fatter than I am, but it's so good. Now, we're basically ready to serve this up. But before we do, if we stuck with me this far, it's a relatively short episode today, do me a huge favor and hit that thumbs up button. It's just down there, takes you about a second, but it's so valuable to me to get my content out there in the YouTube universe. So please do that. Now let's serve this up. Now, normally you would serve this with something, right? But we're just... My daughter says raw dogging it, but that it comes from something else, but it means basically eating it by itself. What I did do was I did chop some parsley, which is quite nice with it. And there we are, our mashed potatoes. Let's give it a try. Here we go. I like those little lumps of texture. It's so rich, so creamy, but that hint of acidity from the lemon really does this mash good. It's a dream. I can feel myself growing at the same time as I eat this. Now, I'm serving this today for my family with, it's called pan beef. It's basically a Swedish meatball mix, but you make it into almost like a hamburger, and you fry that, and I'm serving that with some brown butter and some caramelized onions, and that's amazing with this. Imagine a bit of brown butter on top of this. Oh. There's also so many childhood memories eating mashed potatoes. I love this. I hope you'll try it out. Let me know what you think of it in the comments. If you have any questions about this recipe, also leave them in comments. I always answer them. But that's pretty much it for this time. It was a very short one. But before we go, if you're not a subscriber yet, you know what to do. Hit that button, check the bell icon so that you get notifications. But that's it. Mashed potatoes. Bye-bye.